Hello guys, this is Pap from Pap back at it again, and today we have, as you may have seen from the title and the thumbnail, EXOSISTERS with Ancient Gears. Yep, in my opinion that feels like one of the best options to go first with Ancient Gears when you know that both Xenophon and Abyss Driller are simply not enough. Because we have to be honest, there are some decks against which you really don't need those stuff. But before jumping right into it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here, of course, with the new skill and the Ancient Gear stuff. So as some people already knew from watching the stream on yesterday on Monday, well, the EXOSISTERS part just consists of the extra deck stuff, so the Michaelis, the Asophiel, and the Magnifica, together with just one card in the main deck, that is EXOSISTER Carpe Diem. So let me start from this thing. Here I'm playing 28 cards, but in the duels you will see just 25 or 26. I simply brought the number of Wyvern and Statue to 3, before it was just 1 and 2. Because at the end I realized that this is a one card combo, as I told you in the title. This is a one card combo into 2 banish during your opponent's turn and 1 Omni negation. So what am I talking about? So let's start from the beginning. The point of this deck, I mean, for this list, actually, there's the place, there's the room also for the classic turn 1 that we know as Xenophon, Dueler, and eventually Howitzer. Now, the thing is, Xenophon and Dueler are very good against stuff like Resonators, because basically it cut legs of the whole deck. Same thing with Salamangreat. If you have Dueler and Xenophon, well, Salamangreat can't really do that much, right? So, but when it comes to other decks, like for example, Pendulum stuff, or sometimes even some type of Synchro decks, or Tri-Brigade, it could be, even though against Tri-Brigade, Dueler could be something. Well, what happens is you want to have removal. Actually, this could be a very good removal, even against a very good turn 1, even against in the mirror match against another Ancient Gear, because you know, even though some Ancient Gear decks can use the summon from grave, well, you don't have that much stuff going on, especially if they go second. They don't really need summoning stuff from grave, so they can really destroy your Xenophon and Dueler, actually going through your monsters with the piercing damage and OTK you, right? But what happens if instead your turn 1 with Ancient Gears is a 1-card combo that gives you the Magnifica that is summoned with Asophiel and the Michaelis, and you also have the Carpe Diem on the field. Well, what happens is that Magnifica has a quick effect, non-targeting Banish. Banish 1 card your opponent controls. Banish number 1. So you use that, and then you have a second effect. So when you use the effect of Magnifica to banish, you want to banish the Asophiel. While instead, when you go for the second effect, that is the one of summoning another monster that you detach the Michaelis, so that you summon Michaelis and you have another banish, because this card says if you control this card that was exceed summoned during this turn by using an EXOSISTER monster as material, and that's the case because we're summoning Michaelis on top of Magnifica, well, you can target one card your opponent controls or in the graveyard, banish it. And so these are 2 banishes, right? One non-targeting and the second one targeting, but here comes the cherry on top, that is Carpe Diem, because this says if you exceed summon an EXOSISTER monster, this is a continuous spell, you can declare 1 card name, negate the activated effects and effects on the field of a cards with their original name until the end of this turn. Anything, so you just declare them. In fact, when you do this during in the game, it actually opens you a prompt where you can type the name of the card that you actually want to negate, and that's gonna be crucial, because especially if you know what are you playing against, and that's wow. So you can predict what to, like for example, you can just if you play against Ancient Gears and your opponent has not used the effect of Statue yet or the Dark Golem, you can just use this and prevent them from activating the effect of Dark Golem from the statue, and that's simply lovely. So the rest of the deck, as you can see here, I know a lot of you are going to be upset because there's no Ballista, but you know what? You can just take out one Ancient Gear, Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem to play the Ballista. That's not a problem. And the rest, it's lovely because the go second thing is not that much, does not change at all, as you will see in the replays. Exception made for the fact that you can go with Magnifica even when you go second if you need the type of removal, as you will see in the replays. And then you have also the classic combo available. But this is the list again. I think you might change some of this. Also, technically, as this is one card combo, you can also just in theory play one Catapult and one Gear Town, but I love going second and having this thing already in my hand, to be honest. But still, just wanted to point that out. Guys, the first replay is gonna be against AI to show you the actual combo, one card combo that I came to in a second moment, and then more replays going first and second to see what this deck can do and what the Exosister thing does. And of course, one of the duels was me losing by time limit, as always, but still, that is not a surprise anymore, right? I can't wait for tomorrow for the timer to be increased, because I'm actually losing during my opponent's turn because I have stuff to do, and you know, I can't make up my mind, and I need those 20-30 seconds more that are gonna be really like a hand from the sky. Guys, if you have any questions, don't forget to drop them in the comment section down below, and let's jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys, first replay, and this is the tutorial for the turn 1 combo, one card combo, for the Exosister part, right? When you go first and you want to have the Magnifica plus the Carpe Diem on the field. So, depending on what you have in end, you might eventually also end on how it's set as well. But the guaranteed combo with one card is just Magnifica plus the continuous spell, okay? I want that to be clear. So let's start with so the combo. It's just one card combo. It's just statue, because once that you have statue, you need another card in your hand, and you're activating the skill in order to get the other card, that is Wyvern. In this case, we already had also the Wyvern, but I want to do everything as I do not have anything else. So statue, you search the Wyvern, and then that's it. So you normal summon the statue. You use the effect, you get the Dark Golem on the field. Dark Golem on summon is gonna grab 2 cards, the Ancient Gear Advance and the Gear Town, but you're discarding none of these 2, just another card in your hand. In this case, you discarded one of the Wyvern. So at this point, what you do is you activate Gear Town, then advance to search the Catapult. First, advance to tribute the Dark Golem to draw a card, and then you go Catapult to pop the Gear Town. Now you summon 2 monsters. With the effect of Catapult, you summon the Commander. And then, with the effect of Gear Town in the grave, you summon the Ancient Gear Tanker. Tanker on summon will trigger its effect to special summon a monster from your hand. That is gonna be the other missing piece, the Wyvern. So you summon Wyvern, and with Wyvern, we get the last level 4. So keep in mind, we don't care about these 2 cards, right? Because we just have everything with one card combo. Wyvern is gonna grab you an Ancient Gear box that, when it's added, grabs you another card, the statue. So you're also gonna have, with this combo, a follow-up for the next turn. So now, first thing you do is you Xyz summon Azothiel with Tanker and Wyvern. So Azothiel, rank 4 generic, it comes. Then effect of Commander to have an additional normal summon by sending the Ancient Gear Golem from your deck, and you normal summon the box that you just grabbed to your hand with the effect of Wyvern. And then 4 and 4 is another rank 4, that is Michaelis. Now, before going into Magnifica, you use the effect of Michaelis, detach 1, to grab the continuous spell, the Carpe Diem. So, as you can see, you are not afraid of drawing the Carpe Diem in your starting hand, because you can always return it to the deck with the skill. So you're chilling. And once you grab the Carpe Diem, you go into Magnifica. Actually, we played the Carpe Diem, and then you go into Magnifica. So I want to point out a couple of things here. So this is what you have here with the Magnifica, that has and with the Carpe Diem. So basically 2 banish, one of them non-targeting, and an omni negation. But keep in mind here, I went for the classic combo, like original one, without paying attention to what I already had in my hand. But of course, as you can see here, we end with 3 cards in our hand, okay? So if you have any of the pieces already, of course, what you want to search with either the Dark Golem or with the Wyvern is the Ancient Gear Fusion. Because if you have the Fusion now, what you can do, of course, is to activate Ancient Gear Fusion and summon the Howitzer on the field, thus ending on Howitzer and the Magnifica. Okay, that's the thing, of course. So in this case, these would have been possible, guys, because we grabbed the Wyvern, but we didn't need it. So there were, you know, other ways to do this. So keep in mind that if you have any of the Gear Town or the Advance or the Catapult already in your hand, you just want to search the Ancient Gear Fusion, so you're chilling. And keep in mind, we have follow-up from next turn because we have the statue that is grabbed by the effect of box. So these are 2 cards, are the random cards that can be anything, okay? And that's it, guys. Now, I mean, against the bot, you don't really need to see this. I mean, just, you know, I banished the Magnifica. I didn't have a chance to XC summon, because keep in mind, the XC summon of one of the material can happen only in response to your opponent activating a cutover effect. Keep in mind that. And another cool thing is that if Magnifica survives, this thing can attack twice. Don't forget about it. Like, can make a second attack during each battle phase. That's lovely. And it's gonna be super cool, especially when you go second, as you will see in the replays. Anyway, I did nothing here. I just went attacking a couple of times, but this is the combo. Again, super cool, super nice. And at this point is, can we say 99% consistent? Yeah, that's what I was looking for, and this is 99% consistent. Now let's jump to the real replays. Here we go, my boys. In this case, we're going second, so I'm gonna showcase, of course, also the Daka going second, as these are some nice, like, keep in mind, against Nova, there is a problem. Both the Azothiel or just the Magnifica itself are actually solutions to Nova problem, because Nova can be destroyed, you know, and has a very high attack. So let's speed things up. We know what this is about, right? So it's Resonator, still not nerfed as for today, so we just have to wait tomorrow. So I think it's the classic combo. I'm not sure about that. It probably is. Technically is post-boundless. There is no tuning gum in here. No, there's not. So it's post-boundless, 2 back rows and the 2 boys. So in this case, I started with the commander to get the special summon of the tanker to summon the Ancient Gear Golem from grave, and then I went Ancient Gear Fusion to begin with. He decided to negate that, but we have another one, so we don't really care. Plus, now we have the Ancient Gear Duel ready. Ancient Gear Fusion first to go into Chaos Ancient Gear Giant. He went for the Golem on the guy that is unaffected. Very bad thing. Then statue to get another golem, this guy that actually searches a couple, chain to target that, duel to dodge that, and now look at how cool it is. We got the ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, but how do we get rid of the guy? Look at this. Simply, we got the, it's got actually drawn a lock, we don't care. XC summon into Azothiel that can detach one and bounce a monster your opponent controls. Once that you bounce that, we can just go for lethal. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, interrupting a 3-win streak. So this is when I lost for time limit, guys. But this is as you will see, another way to go for the combo. So because basically we already have the Wyvern in hand, and we have Catapult plus Gear Town. But in the end, I realized that Statue is a 1-card combo to get you both the Catapult and the Gear Town. So that's lovely. So Catapult tip up the Gear Town, getting the Commander. Gear Town gets the Tanker. Tanker summons the Wyvern from hand. And now we get the box. So keep in mind, when you already have Gear Town and the Catapult without the need to go into the Statue's effect, it's like you can go with the Magnifica combo without using your normal summon. That's the point. So we got the box that gets another statue. At this point, exceed summon into Azofiel, additional normal of commander to get the box on the field, and then second rank 4 into Michaelis. Michaelis uses its effect to grab the Carpe Diem. You go into Magnifica, here it comes, in defense position of course, and then you activate the Carpe Diem. And actually I went for statue here, and that's the cool part, that if you already have the if you already have the catapult and the gear town, well, in the end you can end up with the statue summoning the Dark Golem, searching for the Ancient Gear Fusion, and you have Ancient Gear Fusion without caring what you have in hand, because with Ancient Gear Fusion plus a Golem on the field means you can use the materials from the deck, so you can go into Howitzer, and this technically is the best turn 1 you can achieve with the Exosisters. So plus without using the skill here already, like of course, so we could have just grabbed the statue with the skill, and that's it. That's what you have as turn 1. So I think I'm not telling you that this is always the best turn 1, but I'm telling you that there are some matchup where you want to have Magnific on the field and not Duel plus Sonafont. And this is one of those matchups, because this is Pendulum. So Pendulum don't really care about the Grave. So as you can see here, he started with the Dissolver. He flip up the Dissolver, guess what? Magnifica's effect to banish it. Then he's got the Odd Dice Persona Dragon, Spiral Flame Strike to pop the, I think in Magnifica, yes, you dodge it. You dodge it with the effect of Magnifica. Discard, as you can see, for the banish, we detach the Azofiel. Now to dodge, you detach the Michaelis, so that you summon Michaelis on the field, and boom, you have two things now. The effect of Carpe Diem activated, and I selected, as you can see, I selected Odd Dice Persona Dragon. So this thing stays here, and nothing can happen. I also made another mistake, because I should have had Toggle On and banished the other pendulum thing, the other pendulum skill, so you could have not pendulum summoned. That was my mistake. So I waited too much. He went for the Pendulum Summon, then Michaelis to banish the Magician, but he had the Soravis unfortunately, so nothing can happen here. He dodged, he first stopped that. Then Black Rose Moonlight Dragon to bounce the Howitzer, but he can't bounce it. So Carpe Diem can pop a back row when attack is declared involving an Exosister monster, so that's lovely. Then it's got the Solver attacking, but still there's Howitzer, and I could do all over again, guys, by summoning the Tanker, for example, and having the Odd Dice Dark Golem. But there, as you can see here, time limit win, because, you know, that took me too much time, as always. That's almost how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. We got Battling Boxers, I guess, and this is instead to show you that you can have the classic combo. Like the classic combo is so easy. In this case, we had also the combo with the Exosisters, right? But you can just go with classic combo as well. So you have the commander and the statue, and I'm gonna speed things up because I think you saw this combo so many times. So just that easy, Sonafont, and then the catapult. You got the Wyvern getting the box, plus the statue, Exceed Summon to Dweller, Fusion, Howitzer, and that's your classic turn 1. So that's the beauty of this. It's just a matter of the extra deck to go into the Exosister stuff, and that's why I love it. So he's got the Upper Cutter. Let's see what he can go for. He can really summon from the grave, so it's gonna be tough for him, right? He's got the Ring Announcer, also the Barians to steal the material from the Sonafont. Not really something we are actually afraid of. As you can see, he can't finish us, unfortunately for him, plus the Howitzer. He can't go over Sonafont, first thing first, and then the Howitzer summoning the commander, guys, because even if I summon Tinker, the Tinker could have not get the boy from the grave, and there actually is one of the case scenario when you want to have another Dark Golem in the deck. So it comes the Tanker to get, he's got the Dempsey to become untargetable. We got the Ancient Gear Dark Golem, because he used something, we already have access to the trap card, so it comes. We don't really care. We went for the Fortress. He negated that. That's totally fine. But at this point, there's nothing he can do. We can just use the Ancient Gear Duel, summon the Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, and go directly for lethal at this point. Like, bruh. It's just that easy. He's got the body boxer veil, but it's not enough. I mean, there's so much damage to do here, so really. And I had no time left. Otherwise, with the 2 level 4s, I could have gone into the Exosister Azophiel to bounce a card as well. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was the 3rd win in a row. If I'm not wrong, I actually ranked up with this. It's Flare and it's us to go, so we have even another way to go for it, to go for the classic combo, because another key point was that Tanker can pop the Gear Town to have an additional summon, so I forgot about that. Tanker here to begin with, summoning the Dark Golem. Dark Golem gets us the Gear Town and the Advance. I discarded the Catapult, then Gear Town, and then the Advance to grab the Engine Gear Fusion. At this point I went with the Engine Gear Fusion to start with the Howitzer, sending a monster from grave, then Howitzer to get some damage done, Catapult to pop the Gear Town, and here comes the Commander, then Advance to draw a card, Commander additional normal to get the box, and we got the Dueler here. In this case, actually, I was not able to go for the Exosisters. I think I misplayed, definitely, because there was a way to do this, but I definitely misplayed here. So, but the Dueler is very good against Flare, so you lock the Grave, so there's not really that much you can go for. He's got the power to brave a dragon with the tree spell and the despair to lower the attack, also to get a nice amount of damage here, but not really a problem. Actually, Howitzer stays there. He just has 1 back row, and we got the statue as well that we can normal summon. It went with the power to brave a dragon, but as soon as he pops it, we got the additional normal. That's why I kept the Tanker in hand. Now we can go with the Tanker, summoning the Dark Golem to get a couple more search, and then once we set the fortress, there's not really something he can do. Tanker here to pop itself and have the boost, so now we can use as you can see, I attacked with the Dark Golem. Why did I do that? He has a back row that he was saving for the battle phase. So as soon as we enter the battle phase, I attack with the Dark Golem, because this says if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate spell and trap card. So we attack, he can't activate anything, and then we use Engine Gear Duel. So you summon the ultimate Engineer Golem that is boosted thanks to the effect of the Tanker, so that was calculated. Otherwise, we would have not had enough attack points, and then we're just attacking with him having nothing. He's got the DD Crow, we don't care. 5k to the face, so keep in mind this is a cool interaction you have to keep in your mind, like you have to save, because you won't probably, if you feel like your opponent has a battle trap or a back row that he wants to activate in the battle phase, make sure to attack with the Dark Golem first, so you lock him out of spell trap, and then you use your Engine Gear Duel. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Oh dear, this is definitely something you wanna see. We're going second against the big boy here, the T1, that I actually saw on Duel Links meta. The tier list has been updated, and I saw they are still tier 1 even after the ban list, and that's actually pretty scary, not gonna lie to you. So I'm gonna speed things up. Let's see what this guy has. It should be past ban list if I'm not wrong. So he's gonna have the Scar, the Synchron Resonator, so the Negation, then the Fiendish Chain for free, and nothing else actually. I think he has an Entrap though. So we have old spell card, but we have the Gear Town, we have the Catapult, so we're kinda chilling. So we started with, he already made a mistake here, because once you activate the Fortress and he doesn't negate, we're chilling, because he can't respond to the Engineer cards anymore. So I started with the Engineer Dragon, because I want just to be safe from the Fiendish Chain, to negate that, right? So I went with the Wyvern, and then the box to get the statue. At this point, I'm normal summoning the Engineer box to start with the Azophiel, and now I just want to bounce this guy, right? So I'm chilling, and then at the point I just won. But he activated the Fiendish Chain. I can negate that, so I did. I negated with the Engineer Dragon. But guess what? The negation doesn't go through, because it's a continuous effect. So again, and this does not destroy. So you end up not negating that, and that's super sad. So I could, technically you can only negate Fiendish Golem, right? For example. So at this point I got rid of the Engineer Dragon because it's useless, right? We have to find another way. How can we do that? Additional normal summon. We got the first statue to get the Ancient Gear Dark Golem to draw a couple more cards, discarding the catapult. Then the additional normal summon with the skill, you normal summon the Tinker to special summon a monster from the grave, level 4, into Michaelis. With Michaelis, we grab the Cantina spell, even if there's no room, and then you go Magnifica. On your turn, Magnifica can even activate the effect already, so we got the ultimate Ancient Gear Golem, and then Magnifica, of course. He decided actually to activate the effect of a Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss to target the Ancient Gear Duel, but that was too late, I guess, bro. So I just used Magnifica to banish the Ancient Gear Duel, to banish the Nova, and then I'm attacking 3 times with the ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. He's got the Crimson Gaia, but who cares? Even this card Dragon Archfiend comes back, makes the Red Dragon Archfiend coming back. But now, keep in mind, after this attack, we have still 2 attack from Magnifica. This was just the first one. We have another attack from Magnifica, like 5 attacks. 3 from a 4400 and 2 from a 2800. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Last but not least, we have Dinos, and you will see the EXOSISTERS part here that actually does the job. So we got the Wyvern to begin with. As you can see here, even just the Wyvern itself could be, it's okay, as long as you have enough level 4s on the field, if I'm not wrong. So, because you got with the advance, you get the catapult, and then with advance, you tribute the monsters so that you can use the catapult, because that's the whole point. In fact, I grabbed another level 4 monster, because that's all you need. We got the catapult popping the Gear Town, the tanker that summons the commander, and the Kirtan actually summons the Wyvern from the grave. Then Azophiel, first normal summon, then additional normal with commander, you summon the gearbox, and we have the same combo here. So you got the Michaelis, and then Michaelis grabs the Carpe Diem, then Magnifica first, then Carpe Diem second, and the Chirin, unfortunately, no Howitzer. Let's see what we have now. So he's got Fossilic, Dinosaurs. Probably against Dinosaurs, Duel would have been better, right? Duel would have been better, but it's just to focus on EXOSISTERS to show you. So, at this point, he used the Miscellaneous Areas, so we can't banish the boys. We're gonna banish the first non-dinosaur monster. Here he comes, Linkuriboh. As soon as he touches the field, Magnifica says, you know what, I'm gonna take you out. So he can't use the pill to summon the second ultimate conductor Tyranno. So Magnifica's here to summon the Michaelis, as you can see here. Why did I do that, even if he's just flipping everything down? Because I see summon right now, there's the effect of Carpe Diem, and Carpe Diem actually can negate the effect of one card. I decided to go for Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, so that means now that he cannot send my monster to grave and inflict damage. That's the point, that's the whole point. So he's got the Pentastag, and use the skill to send the Pentastag to grave, so you can use the double evolution pill. Here he comes, banishing also the Giant Rex, and now he's attacking, but he forgot that attacking with this has no effect, and this guy can't attack directly, so I saved myself like that. And then we got the Ancient Gear Engineering to get the statue, and now at this point it's just so easy. Use the effect of Tyranno to flip that down, that's fine, because we can just have another one. And now we got the Ancient Gear Duel to protect our boys from eventually another effect of Ultimate Conductor Tyranno. Here he comes, we don't care, because we the Ancient Gear Duel, we are unaffected. And now he's got another monster, just actually a favor for us, and we can just use Ancient Gear Duel. We got the Gear Town, but Ancient Gear Duel can just do the job and summon the Ancient Gear the Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem that attack 3 times, pressing damage. You didn't really need anything else. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. What I love about this is that you can play your classic versions and just put the EXOSISTER stuff in it, and eventually decide to go into what you need for that case. That's what I love about this Ancient Gear deck. really, it's something insane. These exosisters idea that came to my mind, I just love it. And this is a solution to not only not only the birds, because you have a non-targeting banish, plus a banish technically in the grave as well, but you also have a way to have a turn one with removals, not one, but two removals, an omni negation, and we're talking about banishing, guys. I mean, dude, what have I done? Guys, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.